This is Oklahoma's own News 9.
We've been talking about the cars we've driven in the past, and a lot of us have a special bond to that vehicle we drive. But for one woman in Oklahoma City, it's almost like a marriage.
Yeah, the relationship goes back to the 60s, and as we learned, the car looks like it did the day it rolled off the lot. It's our Red Dirt Diaries. '81-year-old Carolyn Trammell is an accountant at Arrow Record.
Now you have to put postage on it.
Who understands the importance of good record keeping.
This is a honey gold.
Which is why she's kept everything associated with her first big purchase.
You put it under fluorescent lights and it's really gold. It's beautiful.
A 1965 Ford Mustang she bought in 1964, having only her learner's permit.
I never had gone to take my test because I didn't know how to drive that well. So I ordered it in July and it came in October. $3,050.
That included an extra $287 for air conditioning, according to her original receipt from Fred Jones Ford.
Every time you stopped at a stoplight or a signal line, okay, somebody wanted to rev up and drive it, and I just put my foot down and drove off.
Carolyn didn't lose many races in the first Mustang Ford ever made.
You just ran off and left him. You got a V8 here. That's under the hood. It was just fun to have one.
The car was Carolyn's daily driver for 15 years before it ended up parked in a garage for years.
I retired in '05.
That's when she restored the car back to its original shine.
I don't know why you didn't stay where you were.
Now she's got a good friend to drive her.
I told you to turn around, so back it up.
A really good friend who takes the honey gold Mustang to car shows around the country.
I just don't want to put somebody in it that I'm not really sure that they know how to drive, because there's idiots on the streets. You've been on them, you know that, right?
She just tells me to slow down, and occasionally she'd threaten me, and then after a while she'd just sit back and ride.
Lant can tell you the drum brakes may feel a little squishy, but it still has lots of go.
It's just an old car to drive, but it's like brand new old car.
Carolyn thinks she'll eventually sell the classic.
I tell everybody this is my longest relationship.
But 57 years later, this piece of American muscle is still very much her baby.
It's just part of me. It's part of what I am.
I like her.
By the way, yeah, she's great. She doesn't have a name for her car. She never named her car. She said, I'm weird that way, but you know, I love that thing.
That's
and
special. And she actually let you drive
She let me drive, and
Ever again.
There's no power steering, so it takes some getting used to. But the brakes, like I learned really quickly. Like if I want to brake up there, put your foot on it. Yeah, start now. Start now.
Right.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun.